Three rounds in the Cage Legacy Junior Super Lightweight bout. It is in first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 62 kgs. Fighting out of SANDA MMA, presenting Armand Herczeg. That is the ball in his weight in the cage, fighting out of the red corner. His man also weighed in under 62 kgs. Fighting out presenting Shazard Ponde.
Cage Legacy 8 here in Newry Sports Centre. This is your final K1 bout of the evening and the early prelims, and we are in for a treat. Two of the top young fighters in the country. We have Armand Herczeg taking on Shazard Ponde in a 62 kg bout. Your referee is Mr. Wayne O'Brien. These two fighters, like I said, are two hot prospects, and I have to say Armand is one of the most improving fighters I've seen over the last while. Each time you see him, he is a much improved fighter. He'll have to be on top form tonight though. He's got his hands full with Ponde and we're underway. Ponde just opening up with leg kicks, but Herczeg is checking those. Tries to use the teep just to push Ponde away from him. Ponde's finding a home for them kicks. It's allowing him to set up, close that range. Herczeg, the much rangier fighter. Nice question mark kick and spin. Ponde already getting comfortable in there, but a nice step away left hook landed by Herczeg. Changes stance and back again. Ponde just asking the referee just to fix the shin guard. Ponde just seeing that kick coming and just trying to land more than one strike. Again, K1 rules, one strike in the clinch. He spins and beautiful, almost a tornado kick there by Ponde. And Shazard Ponde is showcasing some nice techniques here. But Herczeg is staying on plan and just trying to land counters. But so far, Shazard Ponde, very impressive here in the opening round. He's nullifying that reach of Herczeg by throwing these spinning techniques. The referee just warning one more time, and Shazard Ponde, he's almost like a character from Street Fighter so far in this first round, and he knows all the special moves. I did promise you we were in for a treat with both these fighters. Herczeg trying to throw the combination right down the pipe, and that's landing. Nice knee on the inside as well by Armand. And body and a nice left shot as well. Just landed square on the chin of Ponde, and his fundamentals here that's starting to kick in, and now Herczeg's shown that he can do spinning stuff. Interesting opening first round. Again, it's what's impressing the judges. Is it the spins and the moves that are just out of reach, or is it the fundamentals that was landing? But an excellent opening round, as expected here at Cage Legacy 8. Entertaining opening first round here at Cage Legacy in Newry. Shazard Ponde taking on Armand Herczeg. Just the gum shield, the classic corner man forgetting the gum shield. And we're on the way round two. Nice long reaching left hook by Armand. Pushing away. That's what Armand needs to do, is to get the respect of Ponde by landing combinations and coming at him. Not allowing Ponde to the distance to allow him to throw these techniques he's been showcasing. Nice knee on the inside as well, this time by Herczeg. Exchanging knees, and again, your referee, Mr. Wayne O'Brien, just warning Ponde one more time. One strike in the clinch or I'm taking a point. And Herczeg, he's having success with that low kick followed up by the right hook. And that was a strong, stiff jab as well by Armand. And now he's starting to open up the armory himself. And Ponde trying to close the distance and get that point back almost. That's one thing about them spinning techniques as well. They are more tiring. It's almost like you're draining the power bar by throwing these. And it's like Herczeg has got the timing now of Ponde and is starting to step the pressure up. strong, heavy leg kick as well on the standing leg of Ponde. Working the body as well as they're waiting to break. Good work. And Ponde's just starting to throw a little wild and nothing there. Herczeg gets the angle, it gets away from the cage. The foot movement is really starting to play into this now. Nice change of angles, and if this was Muay Thai, that's a big score, but it's K1. And again, straight right hand down the middle, just rocking back the head a little of Shazard Ponde. And all of a sudden you can see Shazard Ponde, he's a little tired, he's breathing heavy, the mouth is wide open, the techniques, the spins have started to drain away. It's now single shots coming, and it's Armand Herczeg who's starting to take over this fight. And Ponde just has a quick look at his corner there as well, and a beautiful knee, and that drops. I think the referee is scoring it as a shot below. It looked on target to me. Time back on, that looked on target. I think that possibly could have been a count. Very hard, of course, for the referee just to see that on point, but that looked clean. Be interested to see the replay. And there is the end of the second round, and you got to say Armand Herczeg took and seen everything that Shazard Ponde can throw and took over that second round. This is turning into an excellent fight here at Cage Legacy 8. Excellent opening first 2 rounds here at Cage Legacy 8 between Armand Herczeg and Shazard Ponde. Just had a quick look at the replay. It was just from behind the fighters, but it still looks a little clean. So Armand unlucky not to get a 10 count on his opponent. But now you got to think, Shazard Ponde, he looked tired coming in at the end of that second round. So how much has he got in the third round here? He shows a big spin, but Armand Herczeg was out of the range and lands the angles as well, working the body and goes high with the kick, and it was half blocked by Shazard Ponde, but a good score by Armand nonetheless. That will have rocked a little, and the referee is now taking a point from Shazard Ponde. Again, he has warned him on 3 occasions, and I think it was 2 or 3 occasions he's taken the point now, and we're back on their way. So that's almost like the knockdown has got back there for Armand Herczeg. And Herczeg is stepping it up, and you got to think now Shazard Ponde thinks he might be in trouble with that point deduction, so he might throw hell for leather here, but Armand is not allowing that time. And again, I have to point, it's fundamentals here as well by Armand, and that's what I was saying at the start of this fight, the improvements that this young man has shown over the last year, even 6 months. This is the type of fight that he may have struggled on earlier in his career. But again, he's stepping up and he's getting the reads of his opponent. He's finding his range and he's picking his shots. Excellent performance by the young man from SANDA MMA, but Shazard Ponde has shown some amount of potential in there as well. But maybe the shot selection in the opening round may have cost his energy bar in this fight. And a nice knee on the inside, and Shazard Ponde is really, he's looking forward to hearing the bell, I think. Went high with a kick, but wasn't a lot behind it. Just popping time just to fix that shin guard. Just the instep of the shin guard is just coming off the foot. It needs to be fixed a little bit more. And we're back on, and Armand with a nice step in knee, and he's got to work that body. A beautiful uppercut in there as well. And again, this is something that you notice more as well with Armand, is he's not happy with just scoring the points. He starts to look for the kill and look for the finish. It doesn't come on this occasion, but I did say at the start of this that this was going to be an entertaining fight with 2 huge, potentially young fighters. It lived up to that. We go to your judges' scorecards, but an excellent, entertaining fight for the fans here that arrived early to watch the prelims. That's going to be it for K1. We're going to be moving on to MMA now, but before we do, let's go to your judges' scorecards.
Let's hear it for both fighters. After 3 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this for your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out